What's up, guys? Jake Berlin here. Get ready because Avengers Infinity War is now just a few weeks away. The monster Marvel movie is now on the horizon, and we are so excited here at Apocalypse Movies in anticipation for the big, giant blockbuster of every Marvel character ever. We have decided to put an entire list of MCU movies ranked by a certain number together. Now, the way it works is we have put together our personal lists. We have brought them together by a point system. The point system works as follows. The first movie on our list gets 18 points because there are 18 movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The 18th movie gets 1 point. Everything in between kind of counteracts itself. We add that together. Highest points are at the top, low points at the bottom. This is not us saying that one movie is horrible and one movie is better than the most. This is what we got together with all of our lists combined. We wanted to do separate videos for you, kind of breaking them down, reacting, and kind of revisiting all of these movies because we have been through a monster journey of 10 years of Marvel movies. Now we're going to try and release 6 a week leading up, and that week of Infinity War we're going to release a number of different videos for the movie. We are so excited. We hope you enjoy these videos. And again, don't hate us for ranking these videos differently, but enjoy them at the same time. Although it was announced that Spider-Man Homecoming was going to be involved in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, that Marvel was going to be pretty much in creative control of this character, it also comes with a little bit hesitancy just because it's the third series of this character we've seen in under 20 years. Like, we saw the Tobey Maguire movies with Sam Raimi, we saw the Andrew Garfield movies with Mark Webb, but now we're seeing a brand new character inside this Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it does come with us stepping back a little bit, but because it is inside the MCU, but because they gave it a true high school setting, and but because they casted a true teenager, that is why this movie had such great anticipation.
Going into Spider-Man Homecoming, I was very excited, even though it was the third Spider-Man franchise in less than 10 years. And part of that reason was because of the introduction in Civil War. I will say, if this was the first time we were ever seeing this character of Peter Parker, Tom Holland playing him, I probably would have been a little bit more apprehensive. But because of the great introduction in Civil War, my hype was through the roof, and just him being in the MCU was enough for me.
As far as I'm concerned, Tom Holland is Spider-Man. He's the Spider-Man we deserved, the Spider-Man everyone wanted, the Spider-Man that I wanted. He was perfect.
This is where you zip it, all right? The adult is talking. What if somebody had died tonight? Different story, right? Because that's on you. And if you died, I feel like that's on me. I don't need that on my conscience.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Sorry doesn't
I understand. I just want him to be like you.
And I wanted you to be better.
I remember the day that Iron Man, Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. was brought on board to be in this movie. Now, I pretty much lost my mind. The fact that we were going to see Iron Man and Spider-Man together in a movie was amazing. Like, I could not be more excited to see two characters team up just because of what they bring together, how smart they are, the maybe mentorship that Tony Stark would bring to the movie.
Iron Man being in Spider-Man Homecoming, I was extremely apprehensive at first. I was afraid he was going to take too much screen time away from Spider-Man, and it would be almost as if it was a Iron Man Spider-Man movie mixed together, but they balanced it so perfectly.
Those people, Pete, those people up there, the rich and the powerful, they do whatever they want. Guys like us, you and me, they don't care about us.
Having Michael Keaton play one of Spider-Man's villains is one of the best castings that has come out of the MCU.
I just like how down-to-earth and realistic the character was compared to other villains, and he was just a real guy in the real world who happened to come across this technology and was able to do something about his circumstances, and that kind of led him to do some bad things, and ultimately he was trying to take care of his family. And I thought that reveal was so great that he was actually Liz's dad. So I think the character worked so well because, honestly, I think people in the real world could relate to him.
Julie, what's wrong with my web shooters?
Rapid fire is the default for enhanced combat mode.
Why would I need rapid fire?
Would you like to see more options? You have 576 possible web shooter combinations.
Mr. Stark really overdid it.
Now, Spider-Man Homecoming is close to almost a perfect movie. Like, there is very few things wrong with this movie because, like I have said, it embodies the character of Spider-Man and Peter Parker. But there are a few things that I kind of misjudged and didn't like at the end of the day. One of them is the tech they brought to the Spider-Man suit. Now, in movies, in maybe a different Spider-Man universe, this could have worked out really, really well. But because Iron Man is involved, because it was created by Tony Stark, and he's in the movie and whatnot, it almost became a mini Iron Man suit, and that's one of the things that I kind of wish they had done a little bit differently.
Thank you, Mr. Stark. But I'm good.
You're good? Good. How are you good?
But I mean, I'd rather just stay on the ground for a little while. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Somebody's gotta look out for the little guy, right?
You turning me down? You better think about this. Look at that. Look at me. Last chance, yes or no?
No.
Okay.
So one of my major disappointments in Spider-Man Homecoming, which might be a highlight and a positive for some people, is at the end of the movie when he turns down Tony Stark to become an Avenger. I understand that, yes, as a character moment, it showed that he was kind of matured and he realized that he didn't need to be an Avenger and that he just wants to be a young kid back at home. But I think of myself at that age, or even this character, there's no way he's turning down that opportunity. I'm sorry, like, I think realistically he would have went and joined the Avengers.
I think Peter Parker not taking that mantle as an Avenger was one of the smartest moves that Marvel could have done, because he's just building his own. He is trying to make a name for himself, and we have to remember he's still young. He's not even out of high school yet. For him to just become one of these all-time superheroes right off the bat and join a group of synonymous superheroes at the age of 16, 17, 18, it would have been a little bit weird.
So I had a tough time thinking about who is the best Spider-Man after watching this movie, and I don't think the sample size in Civil War was enough, but after this one film, I will say yes, he is the best Spider-Man, and it's not the other actors' fault. It's not Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield's fault. They were grown men. Like, they looked like grown men and they were supposed to be playing a high school kid. Tom Holland actually looks like a high school kid. He actually is kind of dorky, so that lends well to the character.
Spider-Man Homecoming is #1. Try to change my mind, it's not gonna happen.